Orana, it's Sophie for our 6th episode of Voices of the Fenua, coming direct from rare French Polynesia. In this episode, we're going to be cooking with one key ingredient, uru, otherwise known as breadfruit. We'll have 2 different options for what we'll make with it. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's start with our basic ingredients list. We'll have 1 small to medium uru or breadfruit, a 1/4 cup of milk, 1 egg, half an onion. We got 2 tablespoons of basil, 2 tablespoons of herbe de Provence. Herbe de Provence is a mix of thyme, rosemary, basil, marjoram, oregano, and tarragon. 2 teaspoons of shallots, and salt and pepper to taste. You'll also need 1 large pot and a saucepan. Okay, here we have our uru, milk, egg, our onion, our shallots, our pepper, our basil, our herbe de Provence, our nutmeg, and here's our salt. Okay, we want a pot about this size. We want all the uru to be submerged in the water, and we want to make sure that it won't boil over. Okay, let's get to chopping our uru. There's more than one way to chop up our uru. So that's what it looks like on the inside if you haven't seen one before. That core bit you probably won't use because it's a bit too tough. And you'll see that once it goes in the water, it has a tendency to make the water go brown. You're trying to get regular sized pieces. The smaller you cut it, the quicker it's going to cook. I'm just putting these in the pot just so that they're out of the way. Now I actually cut off the skin at this stage. You can actually just cook it with the skin if you want. I just find it easier to remove it now. It's a bit the same with the centre bits that stay a bit hard even when the rest of the uru is cooked. You might want to just get rid of that right now. It's really up to you. We're trying to remove the most of the green without removing too much of the actual uru itself. With pieces this size, it cooks in about, I'd say, 30 to 40 minutes. And here we have our uru ready to be cooked. So our pot on a medium heat. We pop our pieces in there. The water looks murky, I know, but that brown colour in the water is actually from the core of the uru itself. So it's clean water, no worries. As you can see, it's kind of floating on the surface. Yeah. And a pinch of salt. While our uru is cooking, we'll fry up our onions. We want them kind of slightly brown, translucent, we'll say. Here I'm just adding some of the cooking water from the uru just to avoid the onion burning and also deglaze the pan a bit. Deglaze is just like getting rid of the brown stuff in the bottom of the pan. It helps to avoid that sort of burnt flavour that you sometimes can get when you cook your onions a bit too much. I might have had my heat a little too high for this actually. This is not a step where you can just set it and forget it. You really need to watch it. Okay, that's about it. That's what we want. Excellent. Okay, next step is to mash our uru. Easiest way to do, simplest way, just use a fork. The reason why I'm keeping the rest of the uru in that hot water is because as soon as it cools down, it becomes kind of hard to mash. Okay, so this is the consistency we're looking for. It's not super smooth, but it's kind of not too chunky either. Just that nice mix. Okay, we have our milk that we're going to add to the egg and try not to spill all over the counter. Give that a bit of a mix. Make sure it's well incorporated. And then we add that. Yeah, good. We add that to our mashed through. Here we go. And again, same deal. We want to make sure that all the ingredients are well incorporated. And here we add our onions that we cooked earlier. We add our herbs. If you want to have a stronger taste and want to add some more, go for it. But for me, this is a good amount of herbs. And we add our pepper. It's really up to you. Some people like lots of pepper, some people just like a little. It's really up to you. And here we go with our nutmeg. You know, it's a bit like garlic. You feel it with your heart. And here is the shallots I'm adding in. Didn't want to add too many, given that we've already put onion in it. And it's got a kind of similar taste. Put our salt. And give it a good stir. You'll actually find at some point that it's kind of hard to stir it properly. So we've got clean hands in this kitchen. Always wash them 50 billion times. So it's okay to get our hands in to mix our ingredients together. It's actually the easiest way to incorporate all the ingredients properly and not have bits of mixture that have lots of herbs and other bits that don't have enough. I mean, all the ingredients are cooked. Technically, you could just eat the mix like this. Okay, we have an optional step of rolling our mixture in breadcrumbs. I didn't have any breadcrumbs, so Here are the portions of the mixture that I'm putting directly into the pan. Each portion is about 1 tablespoon. Squish them down a bit. You can do that or not do that, it's really up to you. As you can see, the mixture's kind of sticky, so yeah. Once you start seeing that it's getting a little brown on the sides, it's usually a pretty good sign that it's ready to be flipped. And here we go, flipped. So that's nice and brown. That's a good colour on it. And there we do. We're trying to get the same colour on the other side. It will still be nice and soft on the inside, so yeah. You can flip it a couple of times if you want to be sure that it's cooked to your liking. Now these are great as a meat-free alternative in a burger or with a little dipping sauce, or you can use it as a base for a quiche lorraine. I love uru as is. It's great in chips. It's great just boiled and just in with a little salt. But here in this episode, we've seen two other options for eating uru. So if you ever get the chance, give it a go. Okay, well that's the end of our episode 6. Until next time, na-na!